Welcome to SmackDown. This is the go home show before King and Queen of the
Wow.
Ring. Tonight we set up the who participates in the finals of both the Queen of the Ring and the King of the Ring, and we decide who becomes the number one contender for the World Heavyweight title at said show. Let's get started. Opening the show tonight, we're hopping straight into a match just like Raw. AJ Styles takes on Kevin Owens in the semifinals for the King of the Ring. AJ Styles picks up the win, earning a spot against Austin Theory. After the match, AJ Styles comes through the curtain celebrating making the finals in the King of the Ring tournament, where he celebrates with Ethan Page before the cameras pan over to Solo Sikoa slowly clapping. Solo walks up to AJ and shakes his hands and says, "Congratulations on making it to the finals, and thank you for making it that much easier to take those tag titles off your shoulders at King of the Ring." Solo walks away and Phenomenal Ego speak amongst themselves before the camera fades out. Once we come back, Trick Williams enters Big E's office where Big E says, "Well, congratulations, champ. You've put yourself into the limelight. I know you say you want to control who faces you for the title, and let's just say your actions have formed who you will be facing at King of the Ring. I had already penciled in Malachi to get his rematch, so you'll be facing him, but due to your actions last week on Jacob, he did technically win the match. So, it now has become a triple threat at King of the Ring. So congrats, champ. I hope you're ready for what you have gotten yourself into." And then go back down to the ring. Jade Cargill now taking on Gigi Dolan of Chemical X for the women's IC title. Gigi puts up a little bit more of a fight than the rest because of the advice they had gotten last week from Charlotte indirectly, but Jade still looks fairly dominant throughout the match and retains her title. Chemical X comes through the curtains and sees Charlotte Flair. Charlotte says, "Honestly, guys, this is becoming sad. I mean, all three of you took a shot at Jade, and all three of you failed. Obviously, trying to do something yourselves isn't something you are all cut out for. So tonight, I have a match against Raquel Rodriguez. How about you guys stay back here and watch that match? Take some notes, and when I win, you can tell me what you realized. Now, give me some time as I need to get ready for that match." We then see Cora Jade storm into Big E's office and complains about how the match ended last week with Naomi. Mercedes and Team Bad then walk into the office and tell E, "You better not give her a title shot. She lost, and the terms he gave all of us was that if either Naomi or Tamina won, then they would get the tag title shot, and Cora would be left without a title shot at King Queen of the Ring." Big E says, "Those are the terms I set, but we all know why Naomi won last week." Naomi says, "Yeah, because I am simply better." Cora then steps to Naomi, but Big E starts to ease tensions. E says, "Fine, you know what, Cora? Unfortunately, you lost last week, and I understand the circumstances were not favorable, but I must abide by the terms I set. So you will not be getting a title shot at King and Queen in the ring. But here's what I can do for you. I'm going to set a match for a few weeks' time. It will be a tag match between Team Bad and Cora Jade and a partner of her choosing. If Team Bad win the titles at King and Queen in the Ring, then this match will be for those tag titles. Now, please, everyone, leave my office as I have business to attend to." We cut back to the ring for the semifinals for the Queen of the Ring tournament, Charlotte Flair versus Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel puts up quite a fight for Charlotte, but Charlotte sticks to her game plan of just wearing down the powerhouse and eventually overcomes her, knocks her down, gets her into the figure eight, and picks up the win, earning her a spot in the Queen of the Ring finals against Julia. Charlotte Flair walks through the curtain looking like she has been through a war. She may have underestimated Raquel a bit, and when she comes through the curtain, Tatum rushes up to go over her notes. Charlotte stops Tatum and everyone stops. "Look, I need an ice bath and some time to rest. We'll go over the notes later, but for now, give me a second to rest." And Charlotte walks past them. Karrion Kross is then interviewed about the main event tonight between Drew, Swerve, and Cody. Kross says, "Tonight is exciting, isn't it? I get to sit back and watch all three men destroy one another. Then at King and Queen of the Ring, I get to pick up the pieces of their body and destroy them even further." Kathy then asks if Kross has a preference for his opponent at the PLE. Kross says, "Honestly, no. Sure, Swerve would be something new for me, but I love the wars I go through with Drew and Cody. So whoever wins, I hope you get some of the best rest of your life because you have 24 hours to get ready to be ripped limb for limb. Cross then gives this evil smile to the camera and walks away. Asuka and Kairi speak about how Dakota and Io's selfishness has destroyed what could have been the greatest faction of all time. They say they have no interest in mending bridges that Dakota and Io burned. We plan to move on, but not before some retribution is had. So next week we challenge both Dakota and Io to a tag match. We will inflict the pain onto you of which you have brought onto us. Camera fades out. We head down to the ring. Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, Swerve Strickland, number one contenders match for the World Heavyweight title. Towards the end of the match, we see Drew calling Cody out for the Claymore. Once Cody gets to his feet, Drew charges in, but midway through the air, Swerve shotgun kicks Drew in the side of the ribs, sending him to the side, and he rolls out of the ring. As Swerve is getting up, Cody springboards off the ropes and Cody cutters Swerve. He then picks Swerve up, hits him with the crossroads, and covers Swerve. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes secures the number one contender spot for King of the Ring. That is your go home show for SmackDown.